It just went off on YouTube. Anyways, I'm going to finish this live. This is the third time I'm recording this thing and it's going to go. Anyways, so an intentional father that wants to teach children, you will go out and go and walk so that your children will grow up and know that, okay, people are meant to walk, not to be lazing around the house. Teach them how to be self-sufficient, how to be independent, how to be up and doing. That is how to be an intentional father, intentional parent. Okay? That is positive parenting. Not when you will sit a 3-year-old and you'll be telling her that her mother is a liar, that her mother shakes her yash, her yash. That not when you will be telling, not when you will sexualize everything that these children do. Everything is what's Justin sexualized. He sexualizes everything. The last time he said, um, my daughter's vagina is outside. It was shown many times on the internet. Who talks like that? If you have moral, the way you are trying to make us to see that you have moral. If you have self-esteem, you wouldn't go low to the point of you collecting rags around the house, dishing rag, wearing rags for your children. Let me tell you, there are some. I want to illustrate. I have some two. I have these two illustrations. One is, let me call them two school of thoughts. So one, there are some people, they grew up through hardship, through lack, through poverty, but at the end of the day, they really suffered. But at the end of the day, they were able to make something good out of their lives. Those people, some people will say, I mean, that this type of people will not say, what I went through in my life, I don't want my children to go through it. They will damn all consequences. They will go through all odds to make sure that they make life to be better than what they went through growing up. They want their children's life to be better than how they had it. They want their children to have at least a softer pedestal to start life from. So if it entails doing 5 jobs, they will do it. That is why you see some African parents, they are not educated. It's very common in Nigeria. You will see some uneducated families. They will do every many jobs. They will make sure that every of their children graduates college. They will make sure, because they believe that we have to end this circle of illiteracy, poverty on myself. I'm ending it on me. I don't want it to transfer to my children. I don't want to continue this vicious circle of poverty. Those are intentional parents. Those are parents that are purposeful in their parenting. So at the second school of thought, they are the one that will say, after all, I was raised in poverty. My mother had no food for us when we were growing up. We had no shoe on. We were not able to buy books. In fact, I had to drop out of college. I had to drop out of school, and I couldn't function. I had no toys growing up, and now look at me. I've been able to make something out of my life. So I don't want to bother myself. Whatever my children can make out of their own life, it is okay. Let them fend for themselves. Let them try. So this second school of thoughts, they are not going to make any they are not going to go out of their way to end the poverty cycle. They are not going to go out of their way to do anything for the children. They will do the bare minimum and leave the children to rise through their poverty line. So what I'm saying is, Justin belongs to the second school of thought. We have heard him several times say he fed from food stamp. He had no shoes on. He lived in a very in abject poverty growing up. They had no toy. There was no shoes. our food will fall on the floor, we will pick it up and we will eat it, and it didn't have anything to do with it, didn't affect us. In fact, it was boosting our immunity. I don't know if you guys can remember that. If he's being scolded that his environment is dirty, this and that, he'll be telling us, this is how I grew up. So, and one day he said that he doesn't believe in education. Education is scam. Even the education that he got was given to him as a compensation. The education was given to him as a compensation. So it's not that his parents paid his tuition. Okay? He went and got student loan. Up to today, he didn't pay. He rather preferred to be working like under the table, shortchanging himself just because he doesn't want to pay the school student loan. He said that he's not going to train these children in college. He's going to train them himself. He now said, maybe they can be close to what I am. Imagine that statement, guys. Maybe they can be close to what he is, career-wise now. And we know that he's nowhere. Every parent wants his or her child to surpass him or her. We always aspire that my children will be greater than me. I don't want them to stop at where I am stopping. But he was saying that his children will not even come to near what he is. And you know that he's a nobody now. He's nothing now. But he said his children will not even come close to him. He's not going to see. So it belongs to the second school of thoughts. Those ones that say, I don't believe in making life easier for them because I went through hell. I was raised in poverty and I didn't die. And I'm still somebody in life today. So the same way, they will measure it back to their children. That is why this man is not trying to do anything. That is why he's not making any efforts. Look at his appearance. Do you see Justin as somebody that is ready to change? You can take a man or a boy out of the village, but you can't take the village out of the boy. Look at his appearance. He can stay days without bathing. He doesn't shower. How do I know? Because I can see. It's always rough looking. Very dirty. He will wear one top and one trouser for weeks. Like he will wear them for weeks. We saw his laundry. Is it laundry bag or laundry basket? They were overflowing. Dirty clothes everywhere. We saw his kitchen. He was living in the marble house, but he was still living like somebody that is still living in Oregon, a village in Oregon, a farm in Oregon. So look at a life, somebody living in California. Look at his own body, his own appearance, his way of dressing. He doesn't have good dress sense. And he's not ready to change it. He's not ready to try and change. That's why the Bible says, like, let your mind be transformed by the renewing of your mind. If your mind is not regenerated, if it is not renewed, you cannot change anything. His mind is still in Oregon. His talk in the previous years of his birth, what he went through is what he's going to make the children to go through, because he's not ready. He's not ready, and he didn't see it as anything. Like, somebody would have said, I have some family friend that the man studied in Finland, did his master's and PhD in Finland. Then the wife joined him from Nigeria, and they were struggling. Everything that they had were like donation, like they were on donation. Buggy, bed, everything, kitchen utensils, everything were donated to them. So because they were students. So when after the PhD, this man got a job in the US and he moved with the family. When they got to the US, he was the one telling us now, he was narrating the story. He said he vowed that he had suffered his own for his children, that he doesn't want his children to experience hands-me-down clothes, that when they wanted to even buy a buggy, they had to go to the charity store, and they went to a charity store and they were looking for bargain in a charity store, because Hey Janice, good afternoon from Ireland. How are you, my darling sister? Thanks for joining. So this man was looking for for a bargain at a charity store to buy a buggy for the baby. So they really suffered. But when they moved to the US, now they are working, both husband and wife, they are now PhD holders, they are lecturers in the university, and they're fine. And he said he vowed that he will never let his children experience poverty again. So they doubled up to work, extra hours. They started a business, they took loan and started the business. And recently I went to the not recently, yeah, last year summer, I went to the US to go visit them. If you see the fleet of cars, like all the children are driving car, they are fine. And this was like somebody that when they were in Finland, this one was riding a bicycle. They really suffer. So what I'm saying is, an intentional parent, an intentional parent, a responsible parent. It's not about coming online to come and rant and shout and discredit and be in competition with your ex. You would want to like make every effort, inconvenience yourself to make sure that you change the narrative in your family. I went through hardship. I don't want my children to go through it. So therefore, I'm going to do extra hours. I'm going to add more shift to my job. I'm going to do. But look at this man. He's a very lazy man. Very lazy. Very very lazy. He's walking the children like horse. Do you know that when he comes live, he doesn't even do anything? Okay, now you want to be a content creator. Why can't you get up and be doing things so that you want to entertain people? You want to be a content creator, then be a content creator. But he does not. He will just turn on the camera and be forcing the children to do things even when they are tired. He will be forcing them. So the children are his workhorses. He cannot even lift his own butt up and do something. He's mentally lazy, he's physically lazy. And this is my opinion now. The way he dresses the children, I want to believe that some people are saying, some people have the thought that of the opinion that he's doing it purposely to hurt their mom. He's doing it purposely for online families to talk so that he can like have traction to his page. I'm going to say, in my opinion, this man doesn't know how to do better. That is my opinion. Because there is an adage in my town, in my dialect, but I'll try to translate it. It says, if you want to be my stylist, you want to style me, I will first of all look at the way you dress yourself. Am I making sense? You want to be, maybe I have a party now, and I need somebody to dress me up to be my event planner. Okay. I would want to see how good you are in dressing yourself. This man can't dress. He doesn't even have how to coordinate um his own body to coordinate trouser and shirt on himself. He doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how the right shoe to wear. He doesn't know the right clothes to wear. He can wear one clothes for five weeks. He doesn't bathe. His teeth. Look at those things that he went to remove. He has poor hygiene. So what do you expect? Somebody that cannot take care of his own body, you expect him to go and take care of the children? He wouldn't. Let me read what Janice said. I think it's both. It's both. He's doing it on purpose, and he doesn't know better. I'm telling you, it can be a bit, yeah, a mixture of both. He doesn't know better. Like, then he's a fanboy. He's not ready to change. He doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want to unlearn and relearn, even though he lives in California. So somebody that will come online and sit on the chair and tell us that when I was growing up, I had no shoe. So whatever extra like oversized shoe that is going to give to the child, It's still okay for him because when he was growing up, he didn't have a shoe to wear. Many times we've seen Athena without shoes in the gym. Then when he wore that onesie, there was no shoe, and he went out. He went out, unkept hair, unbrushed hair, uncombed hair. It doesn't. It's still okay for him. He didn't see it as anything wrong because he's a village boy that his mind has not been able to be transformed, and it's like it amazes me. Like, does he not watch other family content creators? But it's still a thing of mindset, determination. You have to be determined in your mind that I want to change the narrative. I don't want to remain like this. But he does not care. He doesn't care. He's a lazy man. Okay, when the money was flowing, when he was able to spend Korah's money, what was his plan? He was frivolous with money, spending it away, spending it. He doesn't have plan for life. He doesn't know how to plan life. He hasn't seen money before. I've seen it now. I want to spend it. Let me just finish spending and go. No tangible plan. He cannot even plan for two days' time. Not to talk of future for his children. So that's just my, like, if we are talking, we keep talking and talking. We are going to talk and talk and talk. Why can't Justin go to a charity store, off your camera, and buy some things that you can afford for these children? Because now we know that you are a lazy man. You're just full of mouth. I am this, I am that, I am a lead chiropractor, a chiropractor to the wealthy, I earn $300 an hour. Well, we're not saying it. We're not saying it. It's not matching what we are saying, what we are looking at. Look at the rags that Dodgson brought in. He was sneezing. He was rubbing his hand, using his hand to rub his nose, using the same hand to. Oh my goodness! And I can bet he served the children with that hand without washing it. A really terrible farm boy. Serious one. I don't. He's not the only one that was raised in the farm, but those people have transformed themselves. They renewed their mind. They've unlearned to relearn good things. But he's not ready. He's not ready. He's coming to show off to people that I'm better than Korah. And it's so insane that those people are telling him, you are doing right. It doesn't have to be new. It's just a way of telling people that you are not proud. Shame on you guys. They cannot wear those rags for their own children. The day I saw the apartment where they were unpacking this rubbish, and I saw the rubbish that this man was jubilating about, guys, I'm not going to I was numb. That day, throughout that day, I couldn't write anything. I was numb. I was just like, I was pitying Athena and John. I was just there like, why? If you look at those children, when they are with Korah, they will be like, their color will show. They will have this bright color. They will be beautiful. They will be so clean, like pristine clean. And as soon as they move to their daddy's home, God forgive me, they will be like homeless children, destitute. You wouldn't be able to you'll be wondering, like, are these the. It is terrible. You will be wondering. And his the one somebody came to do Jennifer Baker, thank you very much for 50 star. Thank you very much. God bless you. You know, somebody came to drop in a comment on my post this afternoon. I saw it this afternoon, and she was like, Justin is doing the best for the children. Korah doesn't stay home with the children. She likes to travel everywhere, this and that. And it's only their daddy that is doing the most for her, for them. He's giving them good clothes. These people, I know that they know the truth. They do. Another person gave me 50 stars. I cannot see the name. Okay. Jennifer. Okay, it's the same person. Thank you very much, my darling sister. He's a madman, real one, honestly. Like, you have beautiful angels and you cannot take care of them. You cannot take care of them. You want to teach them self-esteem. You don't want them to have low self-esteem. but you brought them online to be showcasing rags that you got from your so-called um clients. In 3 years' time, when Junie watches, when she's gonna watch that thing, she's gonna be so okay. The self-esteem that you want to instill in her, you are going to rob her of that of self-esteem because of the video. If you must collect rag, why did you come online to showcase it? Must you come online to tell us? Why don't you keep your shame and disgrace in your cubicle? You know. But he's so happy about it. Like this is like the best thing that has ever happened to him. The same thing he did last year or 2 years ago when he got this nonsense clothes and he was running everywhere. He doesn't do anything for these girls. He's not going to send them to college. He said it already. That he's going to train them. Yeah. So I just pray that God will keep on empowering Cora and God will keep on protecting her. Honestly, me, I'm talking of my own self. But she knows better. Whatever is going to take me to collect my children from this man, I will do it. Whatever. Whatever. I said when I watched the video 2 days or 3 days ago, I sat like a statue for like 2 minutes. I was just looking at the girls. Then there was this picture that Janice put on her page because I hardly go. I don't go to that man's page. So I saw Athena in, we call it once here in Ireland. Is it jumpsuit? I don't know what you call it in America, but we call it once here in Ireland. And I saw the fit of that thing. It was dirty. I think this is a night wear. And she wore it out. And I looked at that thing like this. I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God, why? And I was teary. Just like, God, please save these children. Like I said, he's going to continue because he doesn't know how to do better. He does not know. That is my own opinion. The person that cannot be, like, he doesn't bath, he doesn't comb his hair. Look at one day the people were telling him, look at your beards, you need to shave. He's a dirty man. He's a farm boy, and he's not ready to do better. We can see, like, when he was with Cora was the one keeping him clean, was the one that would shave him and do everything. This one know the brush, the bath. Huh? Jiba told us everything. So somebody that had not bathed himself in 1 week will come out and say, Katina, come and shower. You will see these children discolored when they are with him. They will become darker. Tell me I'm lying because maybe that's what I observed. That maybe I'm wrong, but let me know. And as soon as they get to their mama's home, you will see them shiny. You will see their hair beautiful. You will see their color popping out. You will be wondering, like, are these the children that I saw on this screen, on this man's screen? They are two different personalities. I mean, physically, they have two different appearances when they get to their father's house and when they are with their mom. And his non-entities are saying that the dad is doing the best job. But if I am the mother of these children, I'm telling you, I'll collect my children. I will. He will be visiting them. I don't want them to. They won't have daddy issues because they will be visiting. He will be visiting too. But for them, like for my children to stay with, I can't do it. I cannot because my children will tell me, "Mommy, you're obsessed with us." Hey, my children, I will everything that is going to take me is what I will use to fight my last breath. Because you say we don't want these children to have daddy issue. What do we call daddy issue? He is the issue himself. He is the issue himself. Look at what that video that Janice posted yesterday. That girl was afraid because he's been doing this, like I've seen it many times, where this man would be forcing them to do activities that they were done with. They were tired of. They didn't want to do it anymore. But he would be imposing, like telling them to do, because they are the entertainers. Okay? And his family, his minions, he needs to entertain them. He needs to make them happy. And he cannot do anything. He doesn't have the common sense of coming up with the content. Maybe let's clean together, let's tidy up our room together, let's cook together. He doesn't know. So he will just put the children at work. Even when they are tired, they have to. There was a time they went to a park June came and sat down. He told her to stand up, to keep running. And that girl was tired. There was no water even. He didn't go with water. And they were running. Go, Atina, go, 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 go. I'm like, what is this? Are you a father at all? Can you not observe that people are tired? Because like children get tired, even adults. We do get tired. But does he care? No. Because he has a target to meet, which is the views that will translate to money. And you know that June will always like to, June doesn't like to say, June is a people pleaser. She will do everything to make everybody happy. Many times during his life, I've seen June doing things reluctantly for the father. You would see that she doesn't want to do it, but because, and one thing is, there is something called cohesive control. Having a stern look at the child, like, what are you saying? Quickly, the child will, like, he controls them with his eyes. He doesn't have to say anything. He just control them with his look at them like this, and they know what he's talking about. So many times June had tried to do something for him against her wish, you know. But yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, I saw the video yesterday. I didn't know when he made it. That girl ran, was saying no, no. And can you see the look on his face when he was going towards June? I was afraid. That look was not friendly. That look was not child friendly. What if I push you? What if I come there to push you? And I could see the look, like that girl was like, no, that girl ran, looking for like somewhere to hide. That is a lot, guys. A lot. Like, do you know how many? Like somebody was saying that, oh, your children are so free around you. They don't cry around you. And this is coming from a woman. And I said in my mind, is she a mother at all? If a child, it's just like when you are, us that grew up in Africa, we dread, like we are always like we dreaded our lecturers. I mean our teachers in primary school and secondary school, because we will be flogged, we will be punished. So we want to be in our best behavior when we are talking to them, when they are talking to us. We wouldn't be able to even turn our head like this. We want to maintain one. So I saw that as like, it's still like control, like cohesive control too. So that woman that said the girls are happy around their daddy, they don't cry, she's gullible. It's just, the meaning is like they can't express themselves. They have been coerced, they have been controlled. Okay, if you dare cry, I'm going to, like, you just look at them like this. One day June fell and June said, oh, June wanted to cry. He looked at her. June swallowed the cry. And they are saying he is the best parent. When his children cannot express themselves, they have to keep bottling everything. Do they not know that this man is handling them in a very difficult and harsh way? That is the meaning of it. So, anyways, to round it up, if we are thinking that Justin is going to change, or he's going to stop his mad way of dressing these children or scavenging up and down, he's not going to stop, because he doesn't know how to do better. He's a lazy man. He doesn't believe in changing the status quo. He wants to maintain the status, like, we are farm boys, we are paupers, and let the cycle continues. Thank God for Cora, because it would have been so terrible. But thank God that these children can be able to experience better life when they go to their mommy's place. But I just pray that a time is coming that these children will be able to take the decision either to still want to be visiting or not. A time is coming, because I think visiting or staying there will do more damage than good. Anyways, I don't. But that's just my take. I'm not saying they are his children, but he's not ready to. He doesn't have their best interest at heart. That's just it. He does not. All it is like he's using those children as his own props to his own benefit, to his own advantage. But every other, like no other plan for them. They will fall sick. He doesn't pay bills. He will manage them till they get to their mother. So where is your parenting that you come online to come and shout and scream about and compete with Cora about? Intentional parents wouldn't want his children to be sick for days before returning them to their mother. No. Intentional parents would like dress their children weather appropriate. They went to Oregon. This girl became sick there because they were wearing no leggings, no socks, no good coats, winter coats. That is not intentional, like intentional or a good parent, or positive parent, or purposeful parent that you are trying to come online to proclaim. You are not one of them. Why don't you go to charity store to go buy clothes? I'm not saying you should go buy them branded clothes or anything, labels, because you know your worth. But why can't you? Why can't you go to charity store? Why can't you go to what store? Last year I was in America during summer, and I told my nieces I wanted to go to what's that store called? It's a popular one. Um, and my nieces were like, "That's a very cheap store." I'm like, "I want to go there because I've heard a lot about it from the YouTubers that I watch." Uh, guys, remind me of the name. I don't know the name. I forgot it. Um, I can't remember the name, but I actually went there because I wanted to. So I want to say like they have this, is it cheap stores in America where you can buy clothes for your children. If you cannot afford that, you can buy from charity. And if you say okay, your destiny has been stuck to getting donations and hands down clothes, you can do it offline. Goodwill. The man is sick, guys. He is honestly. Jennifer says he know that he is doing you know what he's doing. He really don't he's doing it for attention of KO. Hmm. You may be right. Yeah, honestly, I said it like it's a mixture of everything. But this man, look at his appearance. He can't dress himself properly. So how is he going to be able to dress the children better than himself? He cannot. He can't. And I just want to leave that out because I don't want to say he doesn't like his children. They are his children, but I don't know. Like, if you love your children, you wouldn't want anything to happen to them. How can a child be sick and you are like holding on to the child, managing the child until he gets or until she gets to the mom? What if something bad happens to the child? But he doesn't care. He does not care. Even when he said it was that he got $250,000 from the saga, he didn't spend any of on the children. Target, yeah, I went to Target. Target is cheap, and there is another one. It has yellow and blue. I think yellow and blue signs. I can't remember. It was a like very massive store that day. I went to Target, then we went to that one first, then we went to Target. So these are places that he can buy clothes from. Here we have Pennies. When my children were growing up, because they outgrow clothes quickly, I would go to Pennies, buy them clothes, and they will look so beautiful. But if we are going to church, I have like Adam's Kids, Next, Zara Kids, and things like that. But Walmart, God bless you. Lulu, Walmart. That was and Dollar Tree, thank you. I told my nieces, I'm like, I have to go to Walmart because I've heard a lot about Walmart and on YouTube because I have these YouTubers that I follow. And they were like, no, auntie, that's a cheap store. I'm like, I'm going there. Take me there. I don't care if it's a cheap store or not. So yeah, so you can buy things. I bought things from Walmart, and I brought it here to give to some people. Yeah, what? Why not? But this man, he won't. He will never spend a dime on the children because he doesn't believe in living a better life. He's like conditioned his mind to be We are poor. We are from a poor family, and it has to remain like that, which is so sad. It's so terrible. I was so disappointed, and I really felt for the girls when I saw those rags. I really felt, keeping it real has been saying it. You need to change the children's clothes. They've grown out of their clothes, this and that. So he's like, he wants to change their clothes, but he doesn't want to buy. It's so sad, honestly. It's so sad. I just pray for Korasha. God will open her eyes, and God will give her some revelations. God will give it to her, because children are so um they are so precious that we don't have to subject them to things that can erode their destiny. We can rather sacrifice our own for them. We can sacrifice things, like deprive ourselves from some things because of the children. I did it for my children, and I didn't regret it. I didn't. Whatever whatever I want to do, I like my children first. I think of their interest, everything. But to the glory of God, they are all grown up now. They are out of the out of the house. I'm enjoying them now. I am enjoying the sacrifice that I made for them. That is it. We have to make sacrifice for our children, even though it is not convenient. When I was raising my children, I couldn't go to school because I didn't want to go do babysitting and put them in babysitters. Because if I want to do official babysitters, they are expensive. You want to go give them to this under the table babysitters. I don't know how they will be treating my children. These are babies. I don't want them to be maltreated. I don't want them to be I don't know, to be poisoned with food poison or anything. So I have that fear in me. I stayed at home. And I was only doing the little things that I could do. So I had a sister that we were changing children. I would mind her own children. I trusted her. So I would mind her children for a few hours. She would mind mine. So I was doing this thing that I could do. So I sacrificed those years for my children. I did. And I'm enjoying it. So we can do that. We can deprive ourselves for the benefit of our children, because we're going to reap it in future. The Lord will open our eyes. The Lord will give her better understanding. And the Lord will continue to strengthen her. And I pray for Atina and June. The Lord will be with them. That situation is not what I like, but it's okay. So, guys. So Susan says, for you to know he has no brain, for him to say that he would want to move, but my dear sister, I'm coming to do another life. I repeat, I saw it on King's page, and I was playing it. I'm like, is this man mad? You said she's a monster, she's this, she's bad, she's not good. Everything negative was what you qualify this girl with. Oh my God. Who are his followers? Are they not ashamed of themselves? Can they not read between the lines? But they know the truth. They are just hateful. They are just like that. It's just like their bitterness against a black woman. Who would want to tell Cora to move with him to wherever he wants to go to, and a woman that you got a restraining order against, a woman that said she wanted you to go delete yourself because of life insurance? What did he not say? Hey, Janice said that is parenthood. That's it. Parenthood comes with sacrifice. I'm sorry, I didn't wear my glasses. With sacrifice, you want better for your exactly. We have to sacrifice. You can't have it both ways, okay? You cannot eat your cake and have it. You just can't. Even in a functional marriage, you will still be there as a woman. There are some things that you can do better than the man, and you would want to sacrifice. We just can't. We shouldn't be saying, it's my life, or it's my career, it's my no. It's gonna stay for like wait for you in future. It's going to wait for you in future. My sister was telling me of a sister-in-law that they live in America together. This woman was walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that she forgot her children. She was working and sending the money to Africa. Oh, my parents need to build their house. I need to build house for my parents. I need to do this for my parents. I need to do that for my siblings. She was walking back and forth. She forgot her children. Okay, she was buying food. Yeah, the children were, but they became nothing. Like they became um I don't like nuisance, God forbid. But that's what they turned out to be. Some were imprisoned. By the time she looked back, the sacrifice that she could not make for these children, her future is spoiled already. You know, that will not be our portion. But as parents, let's not look at what we are going to gain because of where I cannot deprive myself because of my children, and I have my destiny, I have my career to go. Don't do that. It's a big advice for all of us. Let's not do it. If you need to sacrifice for your children, for them to be good, to be better placed, let us do it. You will eat the fruit of your labor in future. You will look back and say, thank God I made this sacrifice for them. You will be proud of your children. You will be proud of the sacrifice you made for them. Okay? Intentional parents are not selfish parents. Okay? Intentional parents are not selfish parents. They are selfless parents. They are selfless parents. You will not see yourself like it. See, when you become a parent, you become mine. That's how I believe it. That you become the last person on the list. You will take care of yourself. Not that you are sick and like you don't want to take care of yourself because I have to take, yeah, you have to take care of yourself. But what I'm saying, like, your need becomes the last one. You will sacrifice, if you have clash, like maybe you have um conflicting needs or conflicting um purpose, you will let your own come down first. You will leave your own first and let your children supersede. Yeah. I wanted to go for my PhD 4 years ago, but I needed to support my children in college. My children were like, Mom, we can go look for a job, this and that. I said, don't worry. At least I'm working. It's not really urgent. I said, no, don't worry. When you finish your college, I can go do my PhD. That's what I'm saying. So you have to let go of your own personal want and need for your children. That is purposeful parenting. That is intentional parenting. Intentional parents must not be self-centered, must not be selfish. Your children comes first. When you want to do anything, plan and put your children first in your plan. You will reap it in future. You will enjoy it. You will never regret it. But one can regret it if you don't do it. That is it. If you do it, if you sacrifice, you will not regret it in future. But if you don't sacrifice, may we not regret it in future. Let us have this in our minds. Going forward, we want to be intentional parents that are selfless, that are not selfish, that are not self-centered. Let us do that. Let me read comment and go. Okay, so Susan says, okay, Target is a cheap store, and to buy things, he's not doing it for any attention. This is that is who he is, honestly. He will not change because he doesn't know how to do better. Look at the shoe he wears. That black shoe was bought for him by Cora. He hasn't changed it. You know? Even he said when that Taj went and shopped for him, he said Taj was the one that made all these choices for him because he doesn't know how to choose clothes, doesn't even know how to buy clothes, that he doesn't have good dress sense. He cannot change it. All right, so let me read another one. So Susan said for you to know he has no brain for, oh yeah, I've read that. Um. Oh, the comment is running back. What's wrong? Can okay, so Susan says, he's not a parent at all. He's just to punish KO and the kids, honestly. Especially the kids, honestly. The kids, guys. No, 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 no. Like when I saw Athena in that sleep where I was sleeping uh, onesies, I was just like, I just told myself, just keep detaching because this thing, it will pain me for days. I will be like, I'll be sad for days. Like, why is, like, these children are babies. We don't know what they are going through in that house. We don't know what is happening there. You know, I think June is a bit better now. There was a time, if you're looking at June, well, I couldn't say it. But if you had worked with children, June will be looking as if she's far away. I don't know if anybody of you, even any of you noticed that. I think 2 months, 3 months ago, she will be present, but she wasn't present. You could see it written all over her, like this girl is not really present in where she was. You know, God will help them in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you guys for watching and thanks for commenting. Thanks for the stars. Thanks for engaging. God bless you all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Susan. Yes, hi, Clan. Is it Chan? I'm sorry, Chan Stigas Wells. She says Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. Yeah, that's it. Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you, Janice, for joining. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Maybe during the week I'll be able to, or maybe yeah, during the week next week, I'm coming to analyze that that word of him saying Cora should move. So what will happen to Cora's home? Cora should sell the home and follow him to, is it Nashville or wherever he said he wanted to move to. So are they going to rent the same building or they will rent separately? That man is cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. He talks like he talks as if there is no brain in his head. That is uh another way of us knowing. Me, I knew from the beginning that he never meant the divorce. But those haters that are running helter skelter to destroy Cora, can they not see that this man is indirectly trying to be back in Cora's life? I'm gonna, if I have a time, I will come and do that. And when he was talking about when he took Cora back to court, he said he wanted to be following Cora everywhere. Cora should be buying his tickets. Who does that? If you want to be following her everywhere, how is she going to have another relationship? How is she going to get married again? And what about him? Like, who are his followers? Are they dumb? The next thing, as if that was not enough, he moved two houses away from him. I mean, from her. Two houses. And he came online to deny it until we saw Cora and when he was going out with June. Until June shouted, "That's my mommy." The person that you said you are afraid of, she has a G that she wanted to and delete yourself because of life insurance. Lies, lies, and lies. Yet you move two houses away from her. You know. Now you are trying to convince her. You said you wanted to convince her if she's going to follow you to Nashville. The man is a psycho, honestly. Guys, mm, Cora will not look, even if Cora wants to relocate, not with him. Cora has been saying that she would like to live in Atlanta. If she wants to relocate, if she wants to get out of that expensive country, I mean state, she can do it. Okay? But not to follow Justin to where. I am telling you, Cora can, I don't know, and if they want to come back together, we don't have any say in it. But I can bet that nobody would want to go back to that den. Den, Lions Den. Ha. See, it's recently that I'm just trying to release my heart from, because I was emotionally attached to this thing. When I look at Cora, at times in my house, I cry like, how is this girl going? When is this girl going to be free from? I have never come across a man like Justin before in my life. Very toxic. If this man is this wild, he's still trying to pretend to us that I'm a good man. And yet we have seen a lot of very high red flags. What do you guys think Cora went through? Those wicked people that are supporting him, they wouldn't want to sleep in the same building with him for 2 days. And Cora was there for 5 solid years. Do you know that when Cora came out, Cora lost her confidence? Cora lost herself. She would be looking like this. She didn't know what she was doing. And people were cursing her. And I was like, can they not see that this girl is like traumatized? She didn't see this coming. She didn't know what she was doing. I bless God for Cora. I just pray that she just, every other way that God, Holy Spirit will minister to her. Because there is no amount of, say, when I heard Athena say, Daddy said you are a liar, that grooming is a very dangerous one. Mhm. Narcissists are very terrible. They have this, they have the power to convince anybody against, even your own parents. They can convince your parents against you, and your parent will believe them. That's the fear. That is the fear. So I just pray the Holy Spirit will help Cora. I'm not going to say more than that. So, guys, thank you very much. Thanks very much, Susan. My dear sister, life insurance. Where is he working? Where is he working that we that we have life insurance? Cora was the one financing his life. He's a bloody liar, shameless liar. Cora told me to go and take life insurance. Which life? Helena, sister, how are you? You are doing a lot there. Oh. I do enjoy you. I do gbadun you. Well done, my darling sister. God bless you. Thanks for joining. Hmm. So, my dear, let's just be praying for Cora. Let's just be praying for Cora. Because grooming is very dangerous. We have seen it now play out. Like we see that Cora is the one doing everything for these children. I pray that her children will not be turned against her. They are wicked. They have this capacity of sweet talking people. You just you like I had an experience with a narcissist here. In this, he turned the whole town against me. The whole town. I was just like, what? So my experience, I wrote a book about it. So when I launched the book, and people read, people started coming to ask for my forgiveness. This was not what he told us. Was not what we heard. Close families that I introduced to this person, all of them turned against me. All of them. I was one that introduced them to this man. At the end of the day, every one of them, they believed him more than me, over me. So I have the experience. So the only thing that I made a live video that day. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. It's only recorded 10 minutes. If I was Cora, this man is talking and I will be talking. Yeah, because we've always seen Cora talking good about the man, because that is how a parent should do. Outside of my problem with you, let's raise these children well. Many times I've heard Athena say, I want to go to daddy. And Cora will say, okay, let me call daddy. You call. Even the day that man cut their hair, and Athena was, Cora was crying. She would cry and she would say, oh my God, you look so beautiful, my princess. She was still trying to cover up their daddy. She doesn't want them to feel bad about their father, you know. But this man does not stop at anything before he throws Cora under the bus. That is the risky part of it. If Korah is portraying to these children, that is how a normal co-parenting in peace should be. But when you are co-parenting with a devil, you will match his game. Okay, you just energy for energy, that is it. So if Cora is saying daddy is good, daddy is good, and that when they go to daddy, daddy is telling them mommy is a bad woman, mommy is a wicked woman, mommy is a prostitute, mommy dresses like this, mommy dresses like that, mommy is a liar, and mommy had told these children daddy is good, they wouldn't want to believe any other thing. After all, it came from mommy that daddy is good. So a good daddy definitely will not lie. So what daddy is telling us about our mommy is the truth. But if Cora is telling them, they may be young now. Children's mind, like is it Plato that said it? One of our educational philosophers says their mind is like plain slate. Whatever is written on it stays. Okay, so they may not have the capacity to understand it now, but when they get to that age of reasoning, you have sown the seed, like the way he's sowing discord now into their hearts. You may think that they've forgotten. Subconsciously, it's in their subconsciousness. So any little thing may bring it up later. Hi, keeping it real. Agree. Prayer is needed. Thank you, sis. Thanks for joining. So in their subconscious mind now, this word that this man is sowing, mommy is a prostitute, mommy is bad, mommy is not good, mommy is in their subconsciousness. Later, when they get to their age of wrestling, it will start taking roots. But I am talking of myself. If I was Cora, I will start talking to. Yeah, it is good for two sensible people to raise their children politely, normally, aside, regardless of their feelings towards each other. But when one parent has decided to be grooming the children, it is not good for the other party to keep quiet. It is not. So I will sit my children down, tell them in my baby friendly. We have like like in my office now. We have, if a child is going into custody, we have baby friendly. We call it children child friendly way. Yeah, there is a child friendly way of us telling them. So that child friendly way can be adopted to explain to these children. They may not have the understanding now. They may not have the full understanding. They may not get the full picture. But you have sown the seed, like he sowed his own seed, discord. You have sown the seed into their hearts. Their heart is a plate, like slate now, a clean slate. He has written something, you have written yours. So that will give these children the benefit of standing, stay neutral to watch the parent that is not good. Am I making sense, guys? That is what I believe. Like, daddy said this about mommy. Mommy said this about daddy. Now, they are young, is in their subconsciousness. But when they get to that age of understanding, then when they grow older, it will not come into their realization. Mommy said this about daddy. Daddy said, okay, let me watch. That will give Cora the opportunity of the children watching themselves to know the bad parents. But if she's saying daddy is good, that is a very good daddy, that is, we've seen how many times she has said it. She doesn't want problem. But this man will go home and tell you the mommy shake nyash, mommy is this, mommy is a liar. Jiba told us. Athena told us. So you said that is good. So definitely a good daddy will not lie on my mommy. That's what I'm saying. I would tell my children anyways. The story, I will tell them. Let me read comments and go. Yeah. So, oh my God, what's kind of the comment I want to read? Keeping it to read comment. Okay, prayer is needed. I read it. I've read that. He's going out. He is going to out it again. Watch and see. Okay. That evil Peggy boy thinks he is still married to Cora. Exactly. He said that the daddy needs to, it is the man that takes action, that takes the decision, something like that. Like, who is decision for who? Oh my god, I want to read keeping it real. He said he is going out. Okay, you, cause he made reference to you, to me. You all remove your emotions out of them both. Seriously. If not, exactly, honestly, I'm telling you. Because if I see it like 2 days, I'll be thinking, oh my God, oh my God. So, but we just need to commit them into the hand of God, do your own thing. It's like it's lingering 4 years. It's going to be 4 years, you know? Hmm. Okay. It's going to be 4 years. No, 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 no. It's taking a lot from me, and I'm like, no. Let me just pray for Cora. Let me just pray that God will open our eyes. God will sow that seed of understanding into her. That maybe I need to sacrifice now so that things will be better in future. We can sacrifice. We do sacrifice as mothers. As intentional parents, we cannot be selfish. We have to sacrifice. Do I need to let go of some things for the benefit of my children, for the good of my children? We can do it. We've seen mothers. I've done it many times for my children, and I didn't regret it. Yeah. If it costs you your career, it's worth it. Intentional parenting. Yeah. You will sacrifice. You will not be selfish. So God bless you all. The Lord will direct her. The Lord will direct us too. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm going now. It's Friday. I'm going around. I just want to go for a walk. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, there's somebody I want to block here before going. Um I don't know what he's